had always heard in whispered conversations among my aunts and uncles and my cousins about one of our relatives, the brother of my Grandfather Hill, who had escaped from Arkansas and went up to Kansas City because he had been accused of killing a white man. But I never knew his name. My second cousin, Eddie Jones's daughter, Tayana Jones, was doing a Black History class project, and one of the subjects was on the Elaine Massacre. She knew in her heart as soon as she saw the picture of Robert Lee Hill that must have been the uncle who our family had always talked about in those whispered conversations, that uncle who had escaped with my grandfather and went to Kansas City. And when I saw the picture of my father, Sterling Hill, beside Robert Hill's photo, I knew that he was blood. I knew that the blood that I carry, the blood that screams for freedom, the blood that spreads love, the blood that is really so similar to what my great uncle talked about when he formed the Progressive Farmers and Household Union of America to try to gain rights for the sharecroppers and the money owed to them over the years. I knew that great uncle Robert Lee Hill had to have been the one who they always talked about. And now I know why the conversations were so whispered. It was because he had formed the Progressive Farmers and Household Union of America, which became the catalyst of the Lane Massacre. And as I walked through our land here in Tanzania, and I recall these conversations, and I recall the fact that I carry his blood, I am so honored. I am so blessed to know this, that I am his great niece. Dare to struggle, dare to win, oh yes. This is what one of our comrades, Emory Douglas, showed the young people who were with him in a workshop here. Unity, peace and love, respect. This is what we teach by example here at UAACC. Use your voice, I can hear great uncle say. You have a voice, speak up. Don't be afraid to use it. And we make sure that we always have reverence for the memories of our ancestors. We make sure that Black love is uppermost in our minds, in our murals, in our hearts. Black love, a new mural by Brother Tim. And then when I think of the 52 years that me and him say, Brother Pete O'Neill, a.k.a. Babu, have been together and serve as an example of Black love, serve as an example of unity and a revolutionary way of thinking, I feel covered in blessings. And here, my dad rests right here in Imbasani Village. When my father, Sterling Emmanuel Hill Sr., was in the process of making his transition into the realm of ancestors, I got this vision, and I was sharing this vision with him. as he was passing on. And this vision was of so many of our matriarchs, of at least 30 of our matriarchs, the mothers who had passed on in the Hill family. And they were saying, we're ready to receive you, Sterling. Come on home. Come on home. And I was sharing this with Dad and telling him, don't be afraid to make that transition. And so after he had passed on, I sat down and did this painting, which is symbolic of the vision that I had, the matriarchs at the water in the realm of the ancestors. And as you can sing, they're all singing, welcome, we're waiting for you. So all these matriarchs were singing, welcome home, Sterling. We got the gates open for you. Welcome home.
Even an Obocano string, those Obocano strings, yeah. There's something about those instruments and that music that brings my ancestors' voices to me. I'm right here, yeah. Sounds like Nyatiti Blues. That's what
And then we come to our ancestor wall. And these are some of Brother Pete's relatives, his mother and father, his grandparents, and his daughter Kathy. And these are some of my ancestors, Sterling E. Hill, Teresa Calzetta Garrett, who was my mother, Lee Dove Hill, who was the brother of great uncle Robert Lee Hill, and Esther and Elmer Garrett. And we give visitors and our family opportunities to sign this wall, to sign the ancestors that they want to remember. And today, I will sign my great uncle Robert Lee Hill's name on this ancestor wall.
Calling for freedom. Calling out for freedom, y'all. I hear them say, ancestors are calling out for freedom. Our ancestors are demanding freedom. Demanding freedom. Hey, freedom. And what about our comrades who've been locked down for years and years for crimes that they did not commit? Locked down for their political beliefs. Free them all. Free them all. Our comrades, inspired